In the morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com, and our show today, and our interview at this time brought to you by our friends at Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people, and our interviews are being streamed on Facebook, but unfortunately I did not do one thing that I always like to do, especially when I have new people in studio. I never wrote down your names. So if you wouldn't be so kind to introduce yourselves to the public. Who's this on our left here?
I'm Liz Cook.
Liz Cook. And your name, ma'am?
Amanda Poole.
Amanda Poole, okay. And you are both with the First Unitarian Universalist Church in Indiana. Is that right?
Yes.
I got it right. Okay, good. All right, so understand that there's a lot of things going around getting ready for the holiday season. One of those things is an event that's going on at your church. It's going to be, it sounds like a carol sing and a celebration of the season, right?
Actually, it's not at our church.
Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. Okay.
Gathering.
Go ahead.
We're here to extend a warm invitation to folks here in Indiana to our solstice celebration, which we are going to be holding downtown at IRMC Park.
Oh, that's
on
awesome.
the solstice.
Okay.
That's December 21st.
December 21st.
Starts around
4:53 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very specific because that is the time of the solstice astronomically.
That's when it actually goes into effect, the winter season. Okay.
But it lasts until 8.
Right.
Our celebration.
Mm-hmm. So this is kind of an informal event that people can join in at any point there?
Oh, yeah. Just stop in at the park. We'll have a couple of booths.
Yeah, there's caroling. And we have a hot chocolate sale to benefit Chevy Chase Community Center.
Good.
There's a bonfire with free marshmallows. And then we also have a second bonfire, and that's where we're inviting people to take a pine cone that we'll have there for you and kind of toss it into the fire and make a wish for the new season. And that's kind of a way to celebrate nature's constant rhythm, which is part of what the solstice is about.
Right.
Okay. All right. So I'm learning a few things about this, about the different celebrations of the holidays. That's actually pretty cool because of the fact that people think of the holidays, they think of carols, they think of church. Obviously, you guys are doing this as a great outreach effort for the Unitarian Church here in Indiana. Also, from what I'm now seeing on the notes that were provided, there's going to be some singing, some carol singing, right?
Yes, we're really excited about that.
Is there a time for the carol singing?
Well, there will be 2 rounds of it. So, in fact, since we're 4:53 to 8, we expect people will probably go get dinner. Maybe they'll bring it back. So we'll have a round of singing early on, and then later to wrap up the event.
Who's leading it?
Dr. Laura Ferguson.
Nice, nice, definitely. So a lot of things that are going on. This is, again, part of the outreach of the church. Talk about how important something like this is to be out in the community, to spread the word in this case.
Yeah.
Well, people can mingle and get to know the First UU Church. We have we will have brochures and information there.
I think, when it comes to the Unitarian Church here, it's a place where people of different faith traditions come together around shared values and a social justice focus as part of the practice of spirituality.
Right.
And so the solstice is a great time to bring people together because it's something that it's part of humanity, right? Through time, across cultures, the oldest archaeological sites often contain something of astronomical significance because this is a way that people have tracked the passing of the seasons and also kind of infused this time of winter with thoughts of regeneration, rebirth, and hope around the coming of the light. So this is just something that lots of people can come together and do. And we're excited to welcome folks, to build community together.
Okay, and I didn't know also as well, and you had mentioned it, I think, just now, the social justice factor for UU, and talk about that because not a lot of people may know about it.
Well, our spiritual lives are connected to social justice. We believe that it's inseparable from the struggle for food for everyone, clean air and water, health care, respect for the rights of women, people of color, immigrants. I mean, it's really a part of our principles. Our first principle is the inherent worth and dignity of every person, and our last one is the interconnected web of all existence, of which we are a part.
Okay.
And so that brings us to another thing that's coming along.
Yeah, I was just going to ask. Yeah.
There's a plant-based potluck series we started last month, and they are on the first Wednesday of the month. The second one's coming up tonight.
So plant-based potluck. So this is people bringing in recipes that are
vegan foods,
vegan and vegetarian food.
Right.
All right. So I'm trying to think. This is going to be better. This is going to be more than mac and cheese. In
Definitely.
Because
we had one, and we saw a lot of interesting dishes. You know, if you're interested, or if you, I don't know, there's a lot of people that are
who
maybe not vegan themselves, but have vegan friends. When they come over, now you're like, what do I make? You know,
and really, it gets kind of a bum rap. There used to be a bakery here in town. I don't know if you remember it, but they actually brought me. I think it was ginger candy, and I think it was like gingerbread cupcakes and some really good icing with it. I took a bite into it. Wow, this is great! And they said, "Josh, you're eating vegan food."
Vegan food.
I'm like, I don't care. It tastes good.
It tastes good, exactly.
So there you go. That's an example of it.
So if you're interested in that, just come. We start at 6, and for the first hour we eat and have conversation, and then the second hour is spent, about a 20-minute presentation, maybe a video, or a speaker will talk about a specific topic. And then we have discussion and maybe an action we could do if we are interested in that. And it's a way to bring people together that want to talk about things, because the more we know, the better we can make decisions about our communities.
Now, this potluck, is that being held at the church?
That is at the church.
And where is it located, just in case anybody doesn't know?
It's at 285 Tulick Drive, here in Indiana.
So 285 Tulick, that's out going east, right?
East Pike, and you just take a right there.
Look for the sign.
And yeah.
Exactly. Excellent.
You could just Google First UU Church. We call ourselves the First UUs.
Gotcha.
Of Indiana, and you'll find it.
And you can find us on Facebook to see what the topics are for those social justice potlucks. So tonight it's reproductive rights.
Okay. All right. So it could be any sort of topic whenever it comes up. And this is like, what, once a month or something?
First Wednesday of the month.
Excellent. Okay.
Until April.
Until April. All right.
We'll see if we can do another series maybe next year.
All right. Yeah. Any other outreach efforts going on for the holiday season? Because you mentioned the big one, which was the bonfire at IRMC Park.
Everyone's
which
welcome.
I think is really cool. I think it's a really cool idea.
This is our second annual.
Yeah,
so
was it a big success last year?
It was. It was. And we have footage from it because there's that.
Yeah, the IRMC Park cam, right?
Yeah. So
the tree cam.
It really looked interesting and neat to see all the people milling around. And
very, very cool.
And our services are Sundays at 10:30, and everyone's welcome.
Yeah,
everyone's welcome.
Come
we
on
have
by.
A really vibrant religious exploration program for children and youth, and you're welcome to come and find out about it and. Join us.
And you said Sundays at 10:30, right?
Yep.
Is when mass is, or church service, I should say. I'm sorry, I'm thinking.
That's okay.
All right. So, if anybody wants to find out more, you mentioned that they're on that the UU is on Facebook, right, Amanda?
Yes.
And how else can people get a hold of the church?
There's a phone number you could call. There is the website. You could just Google First Unitarian.
That First UU Church in Indiana, PA.
Because sometimes you'll get Indianapolis
if you're not careful. All right. Well, Liz, Amanda, thank you both very much for telling us about this event. We hope that it is a continued success and it continues to grow. And thank you very much for coming on Indiana in the Morning to talk about it.
Thanks for having us.
Amanda Poole and Liz Cook of the Indiana UU Church talking about their winter solstice bonfire and caroling event on the 21st of December at IRMC Park. And our interviews this morning on Indiana in the Morning are brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm, best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. That's going to do it. We have about a couple of minutes before the top of the hour. At the top of the hour, we'll have the latest Fox News headlines. Jake will have a quick check of the latest local news headlines, and then the Brian Kilmeade Show will be on our airwaves. I'll be back with a complete check of news coming up at noon today here on WCCS, so we hope that you'll stick around throughout the day. And if you can't listen to us on the radio, you can listen to us online using a mobile device, computer of any sort. You can log on to WCCSradio.com, click on that Listen Live link, and that'll take you directly to the page where you can listen to our live signal. And, of course, that live stream brought to you by Indiana Regional Medical Center and SeaWorld Satellites. Now, should warn you that if you're trying to listen in during a sporting event, most of the sporting events that are not local, I should say, like Pitt Panthers or Pirates baseball, those will not be on the feed.